Hey everyone, welcome to the roll call. I'm Phil.
JP.
And Will.
Today we're going to be reviewing Split. It's an M. Night Shyamalan movie starring James McAvoy as 17,000 different people. That's
pretty much it.
Yeah. James McAvoy kidnaps 3 girls, holds them captive in preparation for the coming of the beast. The girls, they keep trying to get out. He keeps one or the other personalities keeps them locked up.
He is a therapist, Dr. Fletcher, and one of the personalities keeps emailing her saying, like, we need you. And then his other personality, Barry, shows up there and it's kind of like, no, we're good. I just woke up and had some issues, but I'm okay. And she kind of starts to figure out that something's up with him, and Barry's not really himself. In the movie, it was kind of like a main, like, 4.
Yeah.
That we really saw. It was Dennis, Patricia, and Hedwig, and then Barry.
Yeah.
Was the one that went out in the public.
It's him trying to outsmart the therapist.
Yeah.
Well, one of them trying to outsmart the
And
therapist.
the therapist trying to outsmart.
Yeah.
Damn. I fucking love that movie.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
So
I enjoyed it.
good.
It was a lot better than I thought it was going to be.
We went into that thinking, like, oh, there's gonna be an M. Night Shyamalan twist.
Yeah.
Like, and I was so
Questioning
convinced.
everything.
Yeah, I was so convinced that she was one of the personalities inside Kevin. And then we started watching it, and I was like, all right, well, maybe Kevin and all the other personalities are inside her, and that's the twist. And then at the end of the day, it's just a straight up thriller. It's
Yeah.
as represented.
The twist, like we said as we were leaving, the twist is that there's no twist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, me and him had a moment in the movie where they're camping, and it's her uncle and dad,
Yeah.
and he gives the dad the beer.
Yep.
At that moment, we both looked at each other and were like, uh-oh. And he was like, there's going to be a hunting accident.
Yeah.
And it just gave you that feeling of something bad's about to happen.
Well, and I think he played with it through the whole movie.
That's why I thought I was thinking that she was
Kevin.
Kevin. And like he said at the end of the movie, when she gets walked out,
Yeah.
I was expecting it to be like McAvoy. I gotta say, that movie, usually I can figure him out. No
Yeah.
clue. Up until the very end,
pleasantly
like, he literally, the twist of that movie is he didn't put a twist into that movie.
Which I think is his
He kind of did, which we're going to talk about in a second.
Yeah.
But for the most part, it was pretty much
It was, like Will said, it was a straight up thriller.
yeah, and it was so.
It was really good.
If McAvoy wasn't in it,
Yeah.
it wouldn't have been as good.
Well, and that's
Way.
and I was thinking about it last night after we saw it today. I have a few issues with the movie, and I don't like it as much as I did when we left the theater. I still enjoyed it, but it was really just James McAvoy is what made me like it so much.
Every personality he
Etc.
did, he just put like everything into him.
Yeah.
Like,
And each personality was a distinct character that James McAvoy was playing.
and he did it so well.
What was that moment when he's in the therapist office and she's trying to get Dennis to come out? You can see the moment
Yeah,
Dennis comes out.
Yeah.
It was
Straightens
fucking
up.
creepy.
But he was playing it the whole time as Dennis doing an impression of Barry.
Yeah.
But you could see, like, you know,
Well, like-
when she pointed out, like, because Dennis is like a
OCD.
germaphobe with OCD,
Mhm.
and he's going around and he's adjusting, like, everything to make it, like,
Yeah.
seem like, you know, make it in place, like,
Right.
what he thinks is the right way,
Mhm.
color coded, etc., shit like that. And, like, he did it so well with the characters that he was able to play a personality doing an impersonation
Yeah.
of a personality. And I loved Hedwig.
Yeah,
That
he was
was
my
the
favorite.
best.
That's because I think it was JP's favorite character.
I was constantly laughing.
Yeah.
He kept saying, etc.
But at like the wrong time.
Yeah, he just because Hedwig is a 9-year-old boy. You could tell it was a 9-year-old boy had heard someone say etc.
Yep.
And he just wanted to throw it into every word he said.
So he could be
Cool.
super strong.
Exactly.
And his shows with Kanye, and he starts dancing.
His dance.
Straight up a 9-year-old.
Yeah.
And that's why I said in the movie, we're not watching James McAvoy dance. We're watching a 9-year-old boy dance because that little he thinks he's doing these impressive moves and he's just going like this, you know,
jumping up and down at one point.
That's how a little kid dances.
The best part is she's like, it was really good. I know. I think Patricia was like the mother or the
she was
kind of like the boss. But Dennis was kind of the muscle.
Yeah, oh yeah. Well, Dennis is definitely the muscle.
And then, like, Hedwig,
because Hedwig
he had a power to come into the light whenever he wanted. And coming into the light is to take over the human form of Kevin. The personalities banded together. And Dennis, Patricia, and Hedwig were kind of like the top 3. And Hedwig was, like, terrified of Dennis. And we come to find out that Dennis is to be feared.
Yeah.
Very much.
Well, and with each personality has distinct abilities. That's the genuine thing is they have different abilities that the other personalities don't have within the same body. So Dennis is super strong, but Hedwig is a 9-year-old boy. Yeah. So they tried to... The girls at one point are trying to stop James McAvoy from coming in, and they're holding the door, and it's Hedwig, so he can't open the door. And then Dennis turns on, and Dennis just slowly pushes the door open right past them. Or like the Beast, when the Beast finally comes out, all those veins and everything.
Well, you remember one of the personalities when they were showing the videos, Jade. She had diabetes.
She had diabetes.
None of the other personalities had diabetes, but Jade had to take insulin. They actually talked about it in the movie, but like one lady was allergic to bees. Yeah. And then when she was a different personality, she wasn't. But if she got stung as this personality, she'd go into anaphylactic shock. He was telling me about a lady that was blind for like years and years and years.
And 2 of her personalities fixed her optic nerves, and she was
that's crazy.
Well, and
the mind's power is nuts.
I enjoyed that this movie had a fairly solid basis in genuine psychology, and he wasn't just crazy. You actually felt the real I don't even know what to call it. The original personality is Kevin. Felt bad for Kevin.
Yeah, when he finally came out.
Yeah, at the very end of the movie, Kevin shows up. And he sees what he's done, and you can tell that he's devastated because
mind you, the movie takes place in present day.
Yeah,
and he wakes up as himself, Kevin.
Oh yeah, that's
and
right.
He's like, "Is it still September 12th, 2014?" And she's like, "No."
Yeah.
So he's been absent for 3 years almost.
He said he was on a bus.
Yeah.
And
he remembers getting on the bus, and that's it.
The minute he realized he'd been gone and they've been running wild, instantly was like, I got a shotgun I hid. There's shells in my locker. Kill me.
It wasn't just, he isn't just crazy. He was he was a real character. He was a real person. And again, I think James McAvoy infused a lot of that into what we saw.
It took you out of the, this dude is just a crazy whack job.
Yeah.
Into the,
oh, he's a real human that had real issues.
Sucks.
Yeah.
It's not portrayed as just a crazy person. You start to look at it in the previews and you're like, oh, it's just one guy with split personality.
Yeah.
You start to look at it as it's a different character showing up. So like when Dennis shows up, you're not looking at it like, oh, it's just Kevin being Dennis. Dennis is a character. And
exactly. Dennis is, in the movie, they're not characters, they're people. They are real, genuine people in that universe. They just all happen to look the same.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
pretty much, they were just a bunch of twins.
Exactly.
We've seen the formula where girls get kidnapped, they get brought into a room, and it's like their fight for survival and stuff. And like it's happened, we see it all the time. And with Casey, she was like studying him, and we showed the flashbacks of her learning how to hunt.
It makes sense that she knows what she's doing.
She was learning him the entire time, waiting for his weakness. So she could take her moment. And that's the reason she, he let her live, but she
survived until the end.
She outsmarted her.
Yeah. Well, and even the other two girls, Marcia and Claire, they weren't stupid. They were 16-year-old girls.
Yeah.
And same thing. If we were in that situation, even now, I don't know if we would make it out.
I know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so
The
they
first
were
time it's like, run. And we'll be like,
run. I don't
it's
do
nice
that.
knowing you guys.
Yeah.
My chair over.
Yeah.
Even if this thing was turned on and I was driving,
You're
it
really
would still be
slow
like
getaway.
creeping away.
Dude, come back.
Yeah, exactly.
It's that super slow-mo movement.
It just sacrificed me.
Yeah, right.
Just tip your chair over. Take that one.
Oh God, dude.
And they're running, and it's like a bookcase.
Yeah.
So now you know, if ever the three of us are in a deadly situation, JP and I are making it out alive or sacrificing Will.
Yeah.
And the other two girls, again, that's what I was saying. They weren't stupid. Their plans didn't always work, but they weren't the victims.
He turns into the beast, chases her down. She shoots him twice. You find out they're a fucking zoo. This whole time, they've been underneath a zoo.
Yep.
I did not expect when like she was walking out it to be a zoo.
Mm-hmm. Nope, not at all.
That was another one of the like, really?
Yeah.
Like a zoo?
And I think part of
How did nobody know they were there?
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly.
Apparently, at the end, when Bruce Willis shows up,
Mm-hmm.
it's setting up Unbreakable 2.
Yeah.
Shyamalan's confirmed it. And Kevin is going to be the villain
Wow.
in
The
Unbreakable
Beast.
2.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice, dude.
So
Yeah, the
Dunn
Beast
is gonna be going after the beast.
Yeah, that's awesome. Oh, maybe we'll get some more. We'll get some Sam Jackson being Hannibal
He's in
Lecter.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's in it.
He definitely said we saw a thing from M. Night and it said for sure he's already in talks with Samuel Jackson
Nice.
and Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
And remember how Unbreakable kind of was setting up the hero-villain thing?
Yeah, I watched
Mhm.
it last night.
Yeah, it's a good movie, right?
Yeah.
So this is almost, when you think about it, setting up the villain's backstory
Yeah.
for Unbreakable 2.
Absolutely.
Not even necessarily a villain, but
No, but
and the Beast was just trying to get the world to pay attention to them. That's why when Hedwig and Patricia and Dennis are talking in the mirror at the end as they're picking
Mhm.
the virtue.
Oh, yeah.
He said, well, they'll have to pay attention to us now.
Yep.
I like when he was bending the bars
Oh,
at the end.
yeah.
But that's why I think that's plausible. If a human can tap in
Mhm.
to their raw adrenaline, like they can do stuff like that.
Yeah.
You hear stories of little old ladies whose grandchild gets,
Yeah,
is trapped in a
lifting
car.
Yeah, yeah.
and they lift it up
Mhm.
because adrenaline can just take over. And
Yeah.
so if he is able to, that personality tap into it,
Yeah.
just like how Jade needed insulin,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
that woman who could see clearly
Mhm.
with one personality, but when she's her normal self, is still completely blind. My complaint, I have a couple small ones, as always, but he had 23 personalities. We really only got to spend time with 4. We saw in the video when at the end she finds a computer, and that computer has little video diaries from her.
Yeah, we get
So you
snippets.
you get like 5 seconds of each character, but the ones that are developed, you only get to see like 4 or 5. And
Yeah,
I know
it's Dennis, Patricia, Hedwig, Barry. So I'm not sure. Did we actually
I wouldn't
see
even say
Barry?
we saw Barry.
It was all Dennis.
That was
Yeah.
Dennis
Okay.
at
That's what I
the
thought.
end, yeah.
So in those 3, and then the Beast, we really only got 4. We got the moments of
and,
Kevin.
Yeah, Kevin for a brief second.
Yeah, but barely. Yeah, we really only got the 3.
I would have liked to see a little more
Yeah.
into it.
I think my biggest complaint is that I wouldn't have liked it anywhere near as much without James McAvoy.
Yeah.
I had heard Joaquin Phoenix was the original choice.
Ooh.
Yeah, and there were scheduling conflicts, he dropped out, and then they hired James McAvoy. It did help the movie that it was a fairly basic plot, but I still think it lacked a little bit made up for with James McAvoy. Is my biggest complaint about the movie.
I said that to him last night when we were talking, that this movie wouldn't be good if James McAvoy.
Yeah.
No.
I don't want to say it wouldn't because who knows? It's hypothetical, but James McAvoy just completely steals the show.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like-
Oh yeah.
Mine is, it's really not even a complaint against the movie, it's kind of against me.
Mhm.
But
I have several complaints against you.
I'm sure a lot of people
Yeah.
do. But I went in there expecting the twist. And so I spent the whole movie over analyzing
Mhm.
every little thing. And I almost didn't even get to enjoy the movie. I had to at one point just like
Yeah.
tell myself like you're fucking wrong. Right? Again, just let it go. And
Yeah.
that was my only complaint was that like, and it's not, like I said, it's not even really a complaint about the movie.
Yeah.
But when you hear like M. Night Shyamalan made a movie,
Yep. Oh yeah.
you're like, oh, twist.
Yeah,
There's gotta be a
always-
twist.
Yep.
Bruce Willis is
Yeah.
dead.
The Visit, they're fucking patients from the mental hospital. I'm gonna give it an 8.5.
Nice.
Must see. Definitely see it.
Mm.
It was good. Yeah, I don't even know. It was good. I'm probably gonna see it again.
That's a ringing endorsement. You don't usually do that.
Yeah.
It's like my father.
I'll probably when it comes out. I mean, I'm not gonna rush out and buy it,
Hmm.
but I'll definitely.
Yeah, you'll watch it when he rushes out and buys it.
Or when it's on HBO.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe I'll buy it on demand for like $2.
Yeah, there you go. I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10, and the only reason I'm giving it, I would give it a 5 or a 6 if it wasn't for James McAvoy. It wasn't a bad movie by any stretch, but it wasn't as good as it could have been, even with James McAvoy. Go see the movie simply to watch James McAvoy put on a workshop in how to act. He's incredible in it, and he was worth every penny of that movie. Absolutely. James McAvoy's performance, 11 out of 10. That's I'll give an 11 out of 10 for James McAvoy, 7 out of 10 for Split.
I'm gonna go crazy here, and it's something that hasn't been done.
Oh yeah.
I'm giving it a 7.75.
Whoa! 3/4 now. We're getting
Yeah.
into fractions.
Yeah, I have very the complaints. Like I said, I wish we saw more of the personalities, and like the whole. You're right. You end up watching it, dissecting every little thing.
Yeah.
And you don't sit back and just look at the whole picture. I'm looking forward a lot to this coming out and me getting it and able to watch it, just knowing that I can enjoy it. I did love the Unbreakable
Oh yeah.
twist at the end. I guess
Yeah.
that's the twist.
Yeah.
Definitely watch the movie. Absolutely watch the movie.
Yeah. Marvel at James McAvoy.
Yeah, he has always been one of my favorite actors. He delivers a lot.
Yeah.
He's a good actor.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
phenomenal. Last King of Scotland, The Conspirator. I do want to say one thing with my score. If James McAvoy wasn't in this movie, it would probably be a 6, maybe even a little under.
Yep.
So James McAvoy is what brought this from a 6 for me to
absolutely.
a 7.75.
I'm Phil.
JP.
And I'm Will. This has been the roll call, and next week we are going to be doing Resident Evil: The Final Chapter. So we'll see how that goes.
I'm not the biggest fan of the Resident Evil movies.
Love the game.
Yeah, exactly.
I absolutely love the game. I've beaten them all like 1,000 times, except for 6. That blew. But, we'll see.
Later.